finally getting around to talking in full about my trip last year. It's going on 2 years, where I spent roughly 7 weeks chilling in Accra. And yes, it took me forever to get around to putting these last Ghana videos up, because anytime I mention anything remotely to do with Africa, there is someone picking apart the air. I typically delete a lot of it, but the banality of what people harp on is just, look, overall, overall, I came back from Ghana happy as hell and full of pride in my culture that is African American. But let's get into this vlog. Hey guys, I'm Jouelzy, and if you are new here, be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up, because yes, that matters. Comment along respectfully and share, because how do folks find this? Find me. This is a community powered by ShopSmartBrownGirl.com. So you stay blessed, and unbothered. I originally landed in Ghana because I was part of an influencer group heading to Togo to the ALAFFIA compound. For the first week and a half, Hey Fran Hey, Shameless Maya, and Star, who's a writer, were there with me. We stayed in the Kempinski Hotel for the days we were in Ghana, and we hit all the tourist stuff. We hit the art center where you can grab different works from independent artists and vendors. The Jamaica-Ghana connection is alive and amusingly well. The Jamaican flag was everywhere. But you're from Ghana, you're Rastafarian?
Spread it to Jamaica. Everything from Africa and rise to the whole world.
So where are you from?
From Ghana, GH, original. Caesar Cologne.
We hit MAKOLA Market, the place to get fabric, but it's a lot to take in. Best if you do that early in the morning. Then we headed to Togo. There is a whole separate video on that experience. Click the I above for that. Going to Togo impacted my perception of Ghana in a way I did not expect. Everyone said you're gonna love Accra and Lomé is okay, but you're going to be ready to get back to Accra. We didn't spend much time, if any, in Lomé, the capital of Togo. We stayed on a gorgeous beach, then moved inland to central Togo outside Sokore. The lodging wasn't luxury, but it was well done to fit one's needs while fitting in with the setup of the land and the infrastructure or lack thereof. Even more staggeringly lacking in Togo than Ghana, but there wasn't an expectation that it was going to be anything else. Like, there wasn't much light after sundown, and there was no expectation that there would be. Boil the water if you want a hot bath. The toilet flush, but their water was from a pump otherwise. There was no illusion that anything else would be available. You knew what you had and what you didn't have, and setting the right expectation can make life so much more enjoyable, no matter what you're surrounded. And for the most part, I really enjoyed it. It was a life-changing experience. I did not get a ton of video in Accra. A lot of it had to do with people's privacies. Ghanaians are not about voyeurism at all. Yeah, we waited. When I got back to Accra, the other ladies left. I headed out on a group trip with some local Ghanaians and some Ghanaians who grew up in America to a lakeside right outside of Kumasi. It was so much fun.
Eclipse.
Ali, you go. Walk in front of your horse first. The rider.
This is low-key scary though.
Y'all think big as hell.
These horses are nuts.
More liquor? No, I'm not drinking anything. No.
I know everyone knows Emmanuel. How very random to encounter an iota in Ghana. We both won $100 vouchers for a Delta flight that came in handy for my trip to Cuba. I did not do as much travel around the country as I would have liked. Ghana threw me for how expensive it is. I stayed in Coco Memle and someone who I took to court last year's family house. Yup. Awkward. Doom sore, load shedding, where the electricity goes out for 24, 48, 72 hours, and you never know how long it's gonna be. There was no one else in the house but the house lady, so to turn on the generator for one person is so wasteful. And I'm good in theory, but bruh, no breeze. That kilts me. And you really don't know when the electricity was going to go out and for how long, and long enough sometimes that the water stops running. And in Togo, where there were wells and pumps, I never quite figured that out in Accra. Then the church across the street with their outdoor loudspeaker chalet. I just don't get why why my man needs to have a loudspeaker. You see the sun is setting. My nigga been going since the sun came up. Like before the sun came up, he was out here speaking in tongues. I give up. I already knew going in food was going to be an issue. Y'all gonna hate me, but me and that dry shrimp, or is it crayfish seasoning, we can't go together. I get it if you grew up eating that, but my Americanized taste buds were not having NT. None of it. Ghana, working around that seasoning and things being fried extra hard, and like salad being a thing you rarely saw, and then when you finally saw that beautiful bed of fibrous greens, someone done thrown the whole kitchen sink into it, and then you bite into it and there's sardines at the bottom hidden in there. Because why? Y'all, I don't think y'all understand my struggle in finding fresh greens to finally get a salad and then to bite into fish. However, you know, low-key, it was actually hilarious. The food journeys and finding things that I eat for my health and preservation and trying to find them in Ghana. You know, ordering things that you just knew weren't gonna come out right, like the nachos that came out with Doritos with cheese on top. Girl, hilarious. However, me plus some peanut butter soup, jollof, grilled chicken, I ate a lot of fanyogo, and blessings to the Ivorian restaurant in Osu, tilapia, acheke, cassava, plantain, all day. And there was a KFC around the corner. Does it taste different though? I haven't had this burger. I got it spicy.
It's good. Is that mayonnaise or?
Everything here has mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't ever want to try that.
Try what?
Fufu.
You swallow it.
You don't chew it. You just swallow it whole.
Well, I made that today. I do that.
How it tastes?
Awful. Well, no, it actually just feel like if I had some gravy with it.
Ghana guts is definitely a thing, but I def packed on a couple of pounds, quite a few pounds that I haven't lost in Ghana. I got waist beads. I don't know. Can I pull them up high enough? I'm not gonna show you. I got waist beads around my chubby waist. Stayed for a few nights at the MOVENPICK hotel, which was much needed. If you're not from Ghana or West Africa, you're totally a tourist. Do yourself a favor. Stay at least one night there and decompress. So I just finished eating dinner. Clearly I'm looking cute. It's Friday night. It's 10 to 11. Now all I want to do is get back into bed. See, this hotel is too nice. Like, I don't want to leave. I put makeup on to do this one video. You'll see it in the video, but I'm about to give me some rest and call it a night. I hung out in the nice neighborhoods. Folks love Moet. Like, it's a thing. Went to the club. I thought an African city was an exaggeration, but nope. It's real life. The show is spot on. Getting in ACCRA is a joke. There's a real odd dichotomy happening, considering when I went to the club, there was always more men than women, but the women were still at a disadvantage. Like, the flagrant home mentality, no chill. And the women in Ghana are gorgeous. Girl, body for days. But I did meet Mame from the show. She is so awesome. And I also met the creator, Nicole. We had drinks at Burger and Relish, like $14 American hamburger. I spent a lot of time at Nicole, who used to help me with the Smart Brown Girl shop, house in the cantonment where all the embassy people live. Though somehow I never took out my camera while there, but I definitely did Snapchat a whole lot, though this was before Snapchat automatically allowed you to save your snaps to your phone. You saw Nicole's fine as wine mama, Asia was all over my snaps. I missed them, and I'm so sad that I didn't actually think to like vlog at the house. Nicole and her family really saved me and helped me to get through my long trip. I met Amma in Jouelzy. I say all the parts of ACCRA funny. ACCRA keeps getting bigger. I'm going to vlog. We're on the way to Dodwa. Yes. Dodwa. This is Amma, who I met through Amma. Coco Memle, Jouelzy. Went to Albury with Avery and Misha for Christmas. Got my hair braided at Auntie Alice's. Whole video on that because she ruined it for me getting my hair done in America. No one does it like her shop. And I got a ton of clothes.
My tailor. I want to show you my tailor. She's so awesome. I spent all my money here with her. Every day she looks at me like I'm crazy, like more fabric. So today my homeboy Eric is getting married. You know, I live in Houston, so obviously he's Igbo, so I had to track down a tailor that can do the clothing that I need in 2 weeks. So you find the one Igbo boy in Accra.
Chima, my name is Chima.
Shima, which my name was Kelvin.
Yeah, that's my English name. My local name.
And the night market was so much fun. One of my favorite nights.
Kimberly, Kimberly, say hello.
We're at the night market. Oh, I'm looking crazy.
Baby, baby, all your talk is not baby. Baby, baby, all your talk is not girl. I know you love me. I know you love me. So love me. Don't make me go, baby. Only me not kill me. And God, only you tell me.
New Year's Eve is spent at church, and I went to a mega church, which are very prevalent. This church in East Legon is led by a white man from the United States of America. And then we went to a family dinner at Papa Joe's house in Osu, where his brother-in-law Nana Ado was in attendance. My homeboy had a complete freak out after the fact, and I had no clue. I ain't giddy till he texted me like last month to let me know MPP is back in power. So congrats to Ado winning the presidency. I guess that's why he was looking at me crazy, because I did not immediately go say hello to him. We was both in line to get food, and I was just looking to find like, is anything not fried here? My bad, I'm American. My bad, sir. My apologies. New Year's Day is the actual celebration, and apparently there is some guy who throws a house party, but where everybody who's anybody is at this house party. That's really the whole damn development, like the gated community. He must own the whole thing. Bruh, it was lit. W.E.B. Du Bois is a prolific African-American leader who has a home and is buried in Accra. I checked out the Du Bois Memorial Center, and once my friends made it in town from Lagos, where Eni, my pro fight and chapter store, had her traditional wedding, we headed to the slave castles. I wasn't as touched as I thought I would be. I was just disgusted at the whole of humanity, at the vastness of the structure that allowed this to happen. I learned about all the different ethnicities that sprung out of slavery, and all the slaves did not make it to the Americas. Some were dropped off around the slave castles. Repatriation has been happening from Brazil, the US, the Caribbean since the beginning of the slave trade, and all that amalgamated into something or some things new. The slave castle made me really, really proud to be African American.
So we just finished the slave castle, ELMINA, Cape Coast. I thought I would have like more of an emotional reaction, but overall I'm just like flat out disgusted. Like, I'm disgusted with humanity, disgusted with all parties that participated in it. I'm disgusted with the people that came here and took selfies, thought it was like funny to joke about. I'm just disgusted. Like, blech.
African Americans have much in their culture to be proud of, and Ghana reminded me of that in how we persevered and took on new ways. Under such brutal inhumanity and oppression, we are definitely connected to West Africa, and I addressed that in my first Impressions of West Africa video. But we have a uniqueness in cultures that has been hard fought for, and each of our cultures deserves our pride. I'm gonna talk more about this at length in another video. To end my trip was ENI'S wedding at Labadi Beach. It was everything. So much love, not just from the couple, but the friends and family joining together. The identity of family is really why so many African Americans are drawn to wanting to inculcate themselves and even repatriate to West Africa, and I totally in that moment got it. It was a beautiful ending to a really great and inspiring trip with all its own individual distinct nuances of Ghana. and my seeming complaining on Snapchat, I mean, I can't front. I had a hard time. I did. But I'm so happy I did it. I definitely plan to go back at some time. Hope you enjoyed this Ghana vlog. There will be more vlogs posted on my vlog channel, The Jewel Life. I know I don't promote it, but that's where you'll get all the little details of the little things I did in between. So head over there, thumbs up, share, comment along. Respectfully, I love you guys. Deuces!
Everything in him, the my money. I told them,